Golly, you know he's big when his extras have extras.
Well, we're deer hunting, but all we do is we keep bumping elk. Wrong tag, I guess. That's him. I'm pretty sure that's him. That's him.
Unbelievable!
This is Eastmans. We have been hunting and filming out west for over 70 years. Thanks for coming along on a few of our adventures.
This is Eastmans Hunting TV. It's big game hunting, and it's as real as it gets.
Thanks for joining me today on Eastman. I'm your host, Ike Eastman. Have you ever been on that hunt that's taken, I don't know, 2 years? Well, come along with me to Colorado on an adventure of a lifetime. This is a buck of a lifetime that I had an opportunity a year previously to take, and I couldn't get the stars to align. But come along as we try and dig this buck up again. 12 months, in fact, the longest 12 months of my life. We come back a year later and try and dig him up one more time. He's just an unbelievable drop time buck. Let's roll back the calendar to when this whole adventure started. I had this deer tag last year and kept hearing of this drop time buck. Guys had been seeing him, but no one had ever taken him. I was looking for him, or well, really any big deer, because you just never know. Yogi. We spent a ton of time behind the glass and changed tactics a couple of times. As you can see, we saw a ton of critters, but nothing special yet.
Now, what's unique about this country is, as you can see, there's lots of oak brush. And as this oak brush turns from green to red, those deer don't like it as much. And so they become harder and harder to find as the oak brush turns more and more and more. They love it when it's green. It's nice and sweet and they eat it. But as it turns, I think it becomes bitter. So we're going to see if we can't drum up one of these gray ghosts of the high country and take a shot at him. Seen a couple decent bucks so far. Nothing that I was willing to bear down on the old 6 scope and make the savage bark. But we got time, so let's put the glass to work.
I'm coming up short on finding a huge buck. Maybe it's time to change tactics and start following that green oak brush line down the mountain to lower altitudes. The oak brush starts turning at higher elevations first, so a good tactic is to follow that green line down the mountain. These bucks also become a little harder to find as they get closer and closer to the rut. I'm in search for a really big buck here. Keep your eye out for anything with extras. I'm a bit of a sucker for those.
Running across the top. There's a bull on the bottom. You can hear him. Well, we're deer hunting, but all we do is we keep bumping elk. Wrong tag, I guess. I got a bull down here screaming and a bull up there screaming.
As the weather changes, which is constant, we keep checking spots I've seen big bucks in the past. The Achilles heel of mule deer, besides the rut, is they are creatures of habit. If you find bucks in a basin one year, there'll always be bucks in that basin. It's called the rose petal effect. Check out my podcast with Kevin Monteith about the science behind that effect. We're finding deer, but not that one big one. I think it's time to change areas. My brother, Guy, who's been hunting elk, thinks he caught a glimpse of a drop tine buck that was hanging out with a really old 3-point. Let's check that drainage out.
I see a deer, but I don't know if it's him.
He turned his head. I'm sure it's him.
How far is that?
To the rock. Can you see him there?
Yeah.
That's him, ain't it? I can't see the drop. That is the buck, I guarantee.
We found a buck about 500 yards on the top of that ridge, just feeding along. Big body, big frame. I thought, oh my gosh, that's him. Put the old SIGs, stabilizers on him. It's not him. It's a 3-point on one side. He's a big old 3-point. But he might be with that buck. So I got 4 more days if I have to. So I don't want to get in there, you know, and push the envelope. I want to see if I can set it up to where we can make a play on him and not, you know, create stress and have him completely leave the country. So I guess we'll just we'll glass this buck and see if this drop time buck shows up, and if not, well, I don't know. It's cat and mouse. Welcome to mule deer hunting. That's him. I'm pretty sure that's him.
Get the scope.
That's him. He's in the sun. Right to the lights moving to the left of that rock. Big rock.
When I was trying to find a shooting position, the big buck fed back into the timber. All we could do was wait it out and pray the drop time buck reappeared on the rim of the canyon.
Okay, I got another deer way left. You can get on this rock right here. Yep, right there he comes. Quartering towards.
Low. Still right there.
They're still right there facing us.
Starting to walk left. Yeah, and I got shit in front of my left.
I don't think we can see him anymore.
Did they run off?
No, he's just walking.
I still can't believe I missed that evening. We were never able to turn him up again that fall, and I hoped the winter didn't claim that old bruiser, and I might just get another chance. I still can't believe that I missed that once-in-a-lifetime buck. It has been haunting me for the past 12 months. I've replayed that shot over in my head a million times. What could I have done different? Or what could I have done better? This is just agonizing. So I took a chance this year and decided, hey, let's see if we can turn him back up in his hidey hole, see if he's in the same place that he was 12 months ago.
Don't worry, buds. We're not after you. And they're in good shape, though. Well, that's a nice buck, but down here, it's not quite what we're looking for. Last year, I had the opportunity and I messed it up and I missed on a really big 180 plus mainframe with a huge 12-inch dropper on him. And so I'm gonna spend a bunch of days down here and see if I can't drum him up. This is a nice deer, but it's not quite what we're looking for. So let's put our packs on and see if we can drum up the dropper buck.
Because of this deer, I find him 1 year and have to wait 12 months to hunt him again in hopes he shows back up. I put waypoints of the last place I saw him and other places that he'd been seen so that I can come back and go right into the exact same spot and know what territory is this time of year. So make sure you hit those waypoints and being able to use your tracker. If you turn on that tracker, it'll show everywhere you've been and everywhere that buck is. Let's talk about the game of cat and mouse. I have used this before many times. One of the most memorable is in Wyoming with a 200-inch smart old buck.
See the two inlines on that back left?
Yep. He's got eye guards on at least one side.
He is heavy.
Yeah, he is. He's over 190. I'll bet he's over 200.
He might be. I think it's one of those things we just have to keep coming back. Catch him at the right spot. He's gonna lay down right there.
This smart old buck knew he was caught in the open the next morning. So what does he do?
You laid down, didn't you?
Yep. Now he thinks he's hid. But we can see his antlers. We tried to get him to stand up. He was not dumb enough for that. He can hear us, but he's played this game before. So we try and wait him out. I stayed on the gun with him in my crosshairs for hours, hoping he would stand up, stretch, something. Nothing worked. So we got a little aggressive and my buddy Corky started to walk around in hopes he would stand up to take a better look. Hopefully he doesn't shoot out of there like a rocket.
Oh, he's up.
That was our worst nightmare. Not ideal. I was cramping up, starting to shake. The old back doesn't like sitting there for 3 hours.
It would be 2 really long days before I caught back up with this trashy buck. We left his hidey hole alone to let him get back into his routine. Man, did that work. He was with the same group of bucks he was with the first time we found him.
He's still laying down?
These shooting conditions were tough. It was looking straight into the sun, which caused sun flares in my scope, not to mention the harsh wind blasting into my face. I also had to, again, wait for him to stand up and get into a place I could take a shot. Holy smokes, did you see that? We never saw that smaller buck laying there in front of him. I must have just thought he was a piece of sagebrush. Maybe I had tunnel vision. Thankfully, I threaded the needle and made a great shot. That could have had a way different outcome.
Jeez, that buck, look at that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
11.
8 by
20
11?
point. We lost him for 2.5 days. Finally, we came back into his home tonight, and here he is. Just unbelievable. Okay, did anyone learn a lesson from this that we can use in Colorado? Do you think we can turn that dropper buck up again? He has been haunting me for 52 weeks exactly. Now, let's find out. This year, I didn't take any chances. I decided to get close and personal in his hidey hole. Hang with us, because if we find him, it's gonna happen fast. Yep. Does it sound like I hit him?
Yeah, you smoked him. Good job, bud.
Thank you, Lord. I missed this buck last year at 400 and some yards. And we've been looking for him. We spent, I don't know, 5 days last year looking for him. Couldn't find him again. And we were bumping along today, and boom, there he is. Oh my gosh. Big buck down. I don't even honestly know I don't even honestly know what his frame is. I just saw the drop. I was like, that's him. There can't be two. Oh, look at the drop tine. Look at the drop tine. That's got to be the same deer. That has got to be the same deer. Same side, same drop. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know he had all these extras. It didn't matter. This. Unbelievable. Persistence, persistence, persistence. You know he's big when his extras have extras. I know this has not been a huge journey for you, but this has been 12 months for me. Every week probably I would have a dream about this buck getting missed and me thinking, was that my only chance? And here I am 12 months later, and he pops out within 3 miles of where he was the year before, and he just stood there just long enough that I was able to get a shot off on him. He's just an amazing buck. I mean, the drop tine is one thing, but look at all these extras. He's probably got 20 inches of extras, plus his mainframe. He's not a slouch, it's just his mainframe. We've been worried about these deer down here, you know, that we aren't seeing the old age class deer. Well, this buck just wrecked that curve because he's probably like 8 years old. This buck's gonna be in my memories forever. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. And remember, fair chase is the only way to hunt and take trophy big game. We'll see you next time right here on Eastmans.
He's going to be bigger than we think. 23 and 5.
As long as we didn't let it slip, it's 13 and 2.
So 105 plus 92. He's 216 on the butt.
That extra shot him up. Wow.
Wow. Oh my Lord.